A lot of noise. I had to do a voiceover for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed my first DIY project that I've made for you, a palette case. So this is the box that I'm using, and I made the lines based on one of my palettes, as you can see. I did the measurements based on the 3rd edition BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, eyeshadow palette. So that's what I based it off. You guys can do with whatever your biggest palette is. But I did mine on that. So what I'm doing is cutting that obvious excess off, like this flap that I will be using at the very end for the bottom to give some support. Cutting those little side flaps from boxes that most boxes have, because I don't need it. There's one, and then I'm going to cut the other one. Very last snippet. Here we go. Now I'm going to try to cut the lines, cut the rest of it off. But I'm using a razor here because I really want to be really precise and not leave rough edges. So I'm going to begin cutting with this razor. If you're underage, you should ask your parents first. If not, ask your parents to help you make this project. And make it a family project or something. Make a bunch of them for gifts, for yourself and your mom. So yeah, I'm going very, very slow because I don't want to cut myself here. And I left a lot of pieces of the cardboard all over my bed, so make sure you have like a work area. I wasn't very smart at that point. Had a lot of cleaning to do after. As I'm still cutting. Very slowly. You don't want to rush this at all. And it looks better. So now I cut one of the sides. I think I actually cut both of them. There you go, looks like a little spaceship. Now I'm cutting the center so it all comes out in one piece. I was hoping, but I didn't. Cut them individually, there we go. And then there's that flap sticking out. You have the option of cutting it or just using it to your advantage. I like it because it supports the back. So there we go. I'm measuring the 120 eyeshadow palette, 3rd edition by BH Cosmetics. Make sure that it fits, holds well. And you can make this box with anything, any cardboard material, a cereal box, anything. And those are the glue sticks that I was using. I'm gluing that flap down so it supports the palette from the back. And you can get these glue sticks at Dollar Tree, cardboard probably from Dollar Tree as well. And that wrapping paper that I'm using there is also from Dollar Tree. I got it a while ago to make my other DIY projects, and there's so much of it that I wanted to use it. And here's where I start really measuring everything, just based on the box, not really measuring with a ruler, just going by the shapes. And pretty much laying everything out. And I'm a little off camera, it's just, I kind of just woke up at 8 in the morning and decided to make this DIY project. So there's more of me making sure it all fits, the cuts. There's that flap that I was telling you about. Making sure that it fits in the bottom, because it's going to support the bottom. If you didn't glue the bottom flaps together, then you can do both. That's the paint I'm going to use and the brush. And I topped it off with acrylic at the end, just to darken it.
Hi, I'm not wearing any makeup, so I just woke up and I thought I'd do a DIY video, so this is what I'll do. See, this is what the box looks like now. You can still see but I'm going to cover that with paper. All this is going to be covered with that nice little wrapping flower stuff here. So that shouldn't be a problem. But the inside is super black, and I also painted the flap they included in the bottom to make sure things wouldn't fall out. See, that's the flap that I used. I painted it black too and just shoved it in the very bottom. See?
That's the flap that I was talking about that I also painted black. And that's the products I used, and after it's all painted. I did paint the edges with black too, just in case a little bit came popping out. It's still black, you know, the theme is black and white with the design. At the very end I did use acrylic paint, one coat of it, to make it really, really dark, but the option is also I could have waited and used more of the watercolor black. It's just I didn't want to slow the project down. This whole project took like 2 hours and all filmed it. I was supposed to wait for it to dry. Don't be like me. I ended up putting like a little gloss that's totally optional. Like this acrylic gloss paint that smelled really stinky. So I'll put some of that at the very end, let it dry. But that's totally optional and it's flammable, so be careful. Right there I'm doing the last line, the last cuts or traces of lines of where I'm going to cut the last pieces, making sure they fit very well.
Everything, you can still see the inside is black. It's all flowery and gorgeous. See? Now, it matches my laptop because I put a piece of it because I like the Pretty Little Liars inspiration. There's like a strip of something. That's why I put that. There you go. A makeup palette holder. Awesome. Use this ruler to flatten any bubbles out. And other than that, this thing is ready to be used after it dries. But yep, that's all I used, guys. See? Looks pretty cute.
I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that inspired you to make your own DIY projects. Maybe try this one out. Thank you, and of course, subscribe for updates.